Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, a clever canine working to serve and protect.
They're a huge asset to the community and they're here to help.
The local dog saving lives with his sense of smell.
Very warm again outside today. We'll let you know when temperatures will cool off quite a bit.
A commitment to never forget.
It's something that will forever be a part of this university.
The touching tributes marking the darkest day in Virginia Tech's history.
And good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm John Carlin.
And I'm Rachel Lucas. Today marked a day of remembrance for Hokie Nation, as it's been 17 years since 32 people died in a mass shooting at Virginia Tech.
And 10 News reporter Thomas Mundy shows us how people on campus are honoring the victims in Blacksburg.
On April 16, 2007, 32 people were killed on Virginia Tech's campus.
It's something that will forever be a part of this university. And we do not want to forget those 32 lives.
Every year, the school lays wreaths upon the memorial and lights a ceremonial candle for 24 hours to remember those killed. And for today's Virginia Tech family, even 17 years later, the day does not get easier.
Yes, it's an unspeakable tragedy. And yes, it's very hard to do. But we take that responsibility and we do our day of remembrance today because of the responsibility to remember those lives.
I talked to one cadet who has been directly involved in the planning process for the Day of Remembrance, and she says this is something she is proud to be a part of.
I feel like it's just grown so close to my heart, and I'm truly able, trying to get people to sign up for slots, I was truly able to be like, this means a lot to the families, because I know that it does, because I've had contact with them.
She tells me even though she was 4 at the time and many people here on campus were around the same age, it's still a major part of this community.
Just because I didn't know these people, and just because some people might just walk by and ignore the memorial and not even give it a second thought, we do remember. We are doing this because we're remembering for them and we're remembering with them.
Over the weekend, the school also hosted their annual 3.2 for 32 run in remembrance. The run broke previous attendance records with over 18,000 people. Reporting in Blacksburg, I'm Thomas Mundy, 10 News, working for you.
Yeah, and whether you knew the victims, you were on campus that day, you saw the tragedy unfold on television, or maybe learned about it some other way, this day, of course, strikes a chord for many, many people in our community.
That's right. Not just the Virginia Tech community, but the overall surrounding community. We had victims who lost their lives that day that were from here, those that were injured, and their families are still here in this community.
They sure are. And I was teaching on campus at the time, not that day, but that semester. And then, of course, we have the live coverage here, and we were watching it unfold and reporting it as it happened. It wasn't like you went, covered it, and then came back and reported it. We were living through it on the air. And it was, it's just something that I will never forget. Changed me forever, too.
Yeah, I was a freshman in college. We were texting to see if our friends were okay.
Yeah.
And there was a student from Giles that was killed in this, Jarrett Lane.
Your hometown.
In my hometown.
Right.
So it's, we're definitely sending our thoughts to friends and families of those loved ones today. And we've covered this very much over the last, since this happened.
Yes.
And you can watch some of our past stories on our website at WSLS.com. All right, turning now to the forecast, where the summer-like warmth continues. It's really been a nice day today.
It's been a pretty nice day today, but we've got some storms moving through, and Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanwich joins us now. We're giving you a live look from our Skycam now to, this is in Blacksburg, to let us kind of get a peek at what's ahead for those of us who are on the other side of that, Jeff.
Yeah, we're going to be very warm here for the next couple of days, and then late this week into the weekend, we're going to really start to cool things down. And as Rachel was saying, yes, we do have some isolated showers and thunderstorms. The two zones that have been most impacted without question the NRV, and also the Highlands. These showers, these thunderstorms moving very slowly to the east at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, so they're not moving swiftly at all. Really from Mountain Lake through Newcastle, Simmonsville, over towards southern parts of Allegheny County, all the way north into Monterey and Highland County. That's where we're seeing the worst of the weather. Yes, we are hearing some thunder and seeing some lightning. We've had some small hail, strong winds in these cells here over the last hour or so. Actually had big time hail earlier today into our far southwesternmost counties. The good news is that hail has let up here over the last roughly 2 to 3 hours or so. This evening, we're looking at temperatures eventually falling into the upper 60s by about 9 or 10 o'clock. Any thunder showers around in the mountains will likely taper off here over the next roughly couple of hours or so. Temperatures start tomorrow 50s to near 60 with highs near 80. Going to have the chance for some passing showers, especially in the morning. By the afternoon, we'll dry things out a bit. Rachel?
A hero with paws. That's how some describe a Bedford County canine who helped rescue a missing Roanoke person in crisis, tracking them down in the middle of the woods. 10 News reporter Sydney Jacksheimer shares how a bloodhound named Hoover is helping to protect his community and beyond.
He's a huge tool. We took track, ended up going about 3/4 of a mile, close to a mile of track. Find a man? Huh? We'll find a man?
Saturday, Canine Hoover and Sergeant Keith Hall with the Bedford County Sheriff's Office were called in to help Roanoke County Police find a missing person who was in crisis.
I went through businesses, parking lots, grass, woods. We passed a bar that was having live music. Hoover never showed no attention, just kept on tracking. Ended up going up into close to a wood line, and we got a big gust of wind to our left. And Hoover immediately just turned his head, took off, went through the woods, and as we popped out the wood line, there was a subject. He was standing there crying, wanting to help.
Canine Hoover with the Bedford County Sheriff's Office has multiple certifications, including being one of only 10 dogs to have passed the Napoleon Hound Test.
Having him and his ability to track, which is his playtime, when he's tracking, he thinks that we're going out to play. So without having him, there's no telling how long the subject could have been out there.
Well, we decided to put Hoover to the test. While I was hiding, Hoover got a good smell of my jacket. And he was off.
We're tracking missing kids, kids that have some autism. We track dementia patients.
There you are! When Hoover isn't wearing his vest, he lets his personality shine.
He's very just free. He just likes to run and play. He's just a goofy dog.
Reporting in Bedford County, I'm Sydney Jacksheimer, 10 News, working for you.
Meanwhile, an elderly man from Henry County is still missing tonight. 79-year-old Kenneth Turner disappeared over the weekend. It's believed he walked away from his home. And 10 News reporter Amy Cockrum is in Fieldale tonight with an update from law enforcement.
After several days of searching, emergency leaders have called off the ground search. They started the morning with a half-mile radius searched around Turner's home with a goal of 1.5 miles by the end of the day. Searchers found nothing today, and so they shut down the command center late this afternoon. While they ruled out an air search, they did search Smith River this week near Turner's home. Multiple agencies, including Virginia State Police, Henry County Sheriff's Office, and Patrick County Sheriff's Office, helped with the search, trying desperately to find Turner.
Being since Friday night, since someone has spoken with him, and today being Tuesday, so that does concern us, being that he's 79 years old and with his health condition.
Henry County investigator Sandy Hines says early dementia may be setting in for Turner, and he has diabetes, which requires insulin, making it important to find him quickly. While the ground search is off, the investigation continues. Law enforcement asks you to call them with any tips. In Henry County, Amy Cockrum, 10 News, working for you.